I don't need your protection. Most of all, I don't trust you. And knowing that you lied to me all this time, I'm not sure if I can ever trust you again. I never told Isidore that Elvira knew about that night, and I never wanted to think about that night ever again. It was a mistake, and it was a mistake that I wanted to keep in the past. It would also have been appreciated if you were honest about how B's Nono, Dante, really passed away all those years ago. Hey Nichelle, you ready to talk more about our next step? Please, Zeke. Making love to you is the last thing that's on my mind. Did I do something wrong? No, it's not you. I'm the one in the wrong. Were you followed? I'm pretty sure I wasn't. You afraid that someone's gonna figure out that we've got a thing for each other? You know that's not what I'm concerned about, Quinlan. What concerns me is the thought of someone hurting you. Hey, Mom. Am I allowed to call you that, or should I still call you Isabel? It looks like you're stressed out about Cousin Ben knowing about my illicit conception. At least you got rid of me, right? Who knows how Ben would have reacted if he found out that you also terminated the pregnancy. What's the matter with you? Is there something that you would like to tell me, Terry? What could you have done that was so bad? I lied to my sister. Lied to her about what? Do you know how Ulysses stopped being friends with Vanessa? Yeah, but what's that got to do with you? I'm the one who ended their friendship. I unlocked Ulysses' phone when she wasn't around and pretended that I was her, telling Vanessa to stay away, and I guess Ulysses found out. So did Vanessa. The two of them are friends again, and Ulysses is furious with me. Can't say I blame her. Knowing how I am, I know that I would be mad if someone close to me lied to me for months. Do you really think that everyone you confronted would harm me? Even your parents? All I know is that Elvira knew every one of their secrets and ended up losing her life. I'm still not sure if any of them were responsible, but I know for sure all of them want Elvira's diary destroyed. And they all know that you're in possession of it. Exactly. I know you mentioned my parents. I know for sure that despite how fractured my relationship is with them, that they would never harm me. Still, I don't want to risk you becoming collateral damage. But there is one way to get everyone off of our back. How? When do you plan to release the documentary? Sometime next year? Is there any way that you can speed up the process? Get out of my head. Yeah, that's not possible. I can't leave even if I tried. I get that you tried getting rid of me, but as you can see, I'm still here. And like you mentioned, I'm in your head. That means that it's up to you to get me out of it. Then tell me how. So you can get rid of me again? You already tried pretending that I never existed. Well, I kinda never did, but on the other hand, I did exist because you didn't use this new thing called protection. I think you owe me an apology, Isabel. I will not apologize for doing whatever I could to keep my family together. I refuse to apologize for the existence of my daughters. Well, duh. They're Devante's kids. If I wasn't Isidore's, then you wouldn't have gotten rid of me in the first place. But you still got rid of me without knowing the facts. I knew that I ended up pregnant because of that night. I'm not doubting that. What I'm trying to say is that you got rid of me without knowing what would happen. Maybe Devante would have forgiven you. Maybe he would have raised me as his own. My sisters, the children you loved more than me, would probably still exist. Most of all, terminating the pregnancy still didn't give you everything you wanted. Ben still found out, which means that it's more likely that you'll be exposed as an adulteress. What are you even talking about, Isidore? Where's Elvira's diary? I would love to read it. Lately, I've been missing her and would love to hear her voice through the words she wrote. Can you hand it over? You know that I can't. You can't? Why not, Terry? Because you know that Ben has the diary. Benedict has the diary? How did that happen? How on earth does my nephew have Elvira's diary when you were supposed to make sure it was safe and secure all these years? He broke into my office when I wasn't around and stumbled across it. How did he know where to look? As if you don't know. Excuse me? You heard me, Isidore. Have you forgotten that Ben was beginning to get suspicious? Did you forget that I shared my concerns with you when Ben was starting to question my connection to your grandparents? Have you forgotten that you didn't take my concerns seriously? Don't start blaming me for what happened when this is all your fault. You made a mistake. That don't make you an awful person. I know that you were only trying to look out for your sister. I still lied though. Because of that, I'm not sure if Yulissa will ever forgive me. You're her sister. She's gonna forgive you. Then it will take a long time because I did something else that was unforgivable. What do you mean? I got so angry with Vanessa that I blurted out that Yulissa has an eating disorder. She didn't want Vanessa to know that yet, and she certainly doesn't want you knowing either. If she found out that I told you, then I would definitely be disowned. I'm not sure if I can do that, Ben. This documentary will either make or break my career as a news reporter. Did you not finish the documentary? It is pretty much finished, and I did speak with everyone I could, but with this diary out there, I wanted to speak with a few more people about it. You can't. If you're gonna have a future, you can't interview anyone about that diary, Quinlan. Just add that you know about the diary and that it's missing. Nothing less, nothing more. Even if I try to speed up the process, I'm still not some big-time news reporter. I don't have the influence to make demands. But you're connected to people with influence, like my grandparents. Tell them that you want to release it as soon as possible, and they'll have your back 100%. Ben, I'm already stressed out enough knowing that my little brother is selling drugs. I don't need the added pressure of taking this sort of risk. What do you want from me? Well, it's kinda late to ask for a mother's love. Maybe you can admit that you made a mistake by robbing me of a birthday and even a childhood. Come on, Isabel. Just imagine. Don't you think that you, me, Devante, and my siblings would have made great memories together? Again, Isidore is my father, so maybe I would have been the life of the party in our big happy family. But you lost that opportunity all because you were scared. And it wasn't because you couldn't take care of me financially. Don't try to shift the blame onto me. You don't have a key. You didn't think to lock the door with my late sister's diary inside of your office, and with the knowledge that Benedict was getting suspicious? Yes, I admit that I made a huge mistake. Why can't you admit the mistakes you made, Isidore? I told you not to worry, not to be stupid. Again, you left your office door unlocked. Because of that, Benedict snuck in. My question is why you didn't tell me the second Benedict found out. Because he told me not to tell you. You don't answer to Benedict, Terry. You answer to me. Don't sweat it. I ain't gonna tell you, Lissa. It doesn't make me feel any less ashamed. My sister was going through so much in silence. Because of that, because of me, I made her suffer even more, and there's nothing I can do to take it back. You're Quinlan Franklin. I'm sure that you can persuade my grandparents to be your advocate. We both know how persuasive you can be. Maybe I should have kissed you months ago. That way I could have gotten more pep talks from you. Better late than never, right? I have no doubt that you'll get this documentary out before the end of the year. Really, Isabel? Really? I never really asked you for anything. Not that I could have. I asked you for the bare minimum, and you still can't do that for me. Why should I be disappointed, though? I'm the child you discarded. Guess I could just keep on haunting you. Maybe I can put a curse on you, Isabel. I wish you nothing but misery, lady. I hope that your secret comes to light and that your life comes crumbling down. What do you want me to do? If Benedict tries to reach out, don't say another word. At the moment, he's a loose cannon and there's nothing I have on him to secure his silence. Before we figure out the next move, there's someone else I need to speak with.